Hello, sixth grade. What we're going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we're going to go ahead and continue to make a scarab out of the ball of clay. So the first thing we want to do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to get your clay. You want about a golf ball size piece, okay? And you want to go ahead, just kind of tap it down a little bit, okay? Just going to go ahead and kind of tap it down. All right, get it so it's kind of circular shape. Maybe get some of those air bubbles out. Then once you got a halfway decent shape, you're going to go ahead in between your hands. And you're just going to go ahead and roll it, okay? Just kind of roll it into a ball. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to get kind of a scarab shape. Okay. Now, I've got some examples of scarabs that I made in the past, that have kind of a unique kind of feel to them. Like there's a Spider-Man scarab. This is one that has a skull. Ooh, that's scary. All right, here's one too that a scarab form that I've turned into a car by adding some wheels and a spoiler. Or you can keep more traditional. This is one that just has wings to it. And this is one that I made earlier as well. All right, it's got a little textured pattern, but it's a pretty traditional shape. So whatever you do to this, you have to keep this scarab form in shape. And this is what I mean by that. You're going to go ahead, you're going to take your ball, and you're going to flatten out one side. Okay, just flatten it down. Now, it's not a bad idea also to get your initials on the bottom because sometimes certain scarabs do look the same. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my initials on the bottom. I got the bottom flattened out, still there. And then I want to pinch out the head. Now, to do this, I'm going to go ahead and take my thumb and my pointer finger, and I'm going to pinch the clay right towards this head form here. I'm just going to go ahead and pinch it out. Okay, so boom. We've got that there, all right? This, for right now, this is your scarab shape, okay? You got your head, you got your body, no problem. Now, you can add additional things, too. Like, say I want to go ahead and I can take my pin tool or anything that's sharp. Even a paper clip works good for this, too. I'm going to go ahead and create the line right down the middle for the wings, okay? I've got this. And then I'm going to go ahead, maybe I'm going to add some pinchers onto here, too. This is what I did with this one. I always like to kind of add the pinchers. They're kind of fun. And to do that, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a piece of clay, I'm going to roll it out, and I'm just going to kind of keep the ends here, okay? So they're nice and pointy. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of snip these off, one right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and slip and score them on, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and add it on, okay? And you have to make sure you slip and score. I like to use a toothbrush. You can use a pin tool as well, as long as you get a little bit of water on there. All right, go ahead, kind of use a little pin tool, add a little bit of water. As long as it gets nice and sticky, you should be good to go. But you want to make sure you do press it on really good, because if you don't, it is going to fall off. Okay, so I've got my little pinchers on there. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Now, a few other things too that I like to do is I do have these stamping pads here. These are kind of nice because they create a little texture that can go on the scarab. So if you do have something like this, you can go ahead and use that. Otherwise, you can go ahead and kind of draw your own design in as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and kind of roll that on. Got a few little areas to kind of do here, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of roll a little bit more on towards the back. Boom. So I'm good to go. So I got my little pattern on there as well. Now, additional things that you can add, like I said, you can always go ahead, you can add things like eyes onto here, as long as you slip and score it. You can add things like wings as well. They work as well. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to go ahead and let you guys create your own scarab masterpiece. Remember, it has to have the body and the shape of a scarab, but you can do kind of whatever you want with it. So good luck, everybody. I can't wait to see what you create.